wanted to just tell you guys something that just came to my mind really quickly. Just came back from hanging out with my mom and getting her a pedicure and having our girl time, walking around the store, picking up groceries, just happy to be out with my mom. And a couple things, I just got to eat a salad. A couple things were on my mind, but I love writing my thoughts down. I use them as blogs and journals and things that I send out to my tribe. But one of the things that I want to tell you guys about that I just wrote down, basically it's super simple. It says, I just wrote, fasting from something builds a muscle and allows you to get clarity in a way that is magical. Fasting from something builds a muscle and allows you to get clarity in a way that's magical. The average mind, obsessed with pleasing fleshly things and filling time with meaningless moments because they're bored, and deep down, they're searching for something that you cannot get from anybody on this planet or anything on this planet. The average mind, they won't understand. They will not understand, and it's okay, because I just wrote that down. Just was thinking, and a lot of people are trying to. And when I say fasting, for me, when I grew up in church. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. Some of you're new to my channel. Hello, subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/LaKeisha Michelle. Hit the subscribe button. Facebookers, get to YouTube. That's where your girl be at. But anyway, the interesting thing is, like, guys, if you really understand the power of putting something on pause, okay? So growing up, we always had to do these different fasts at church. And so we would fast, and the preacher would give out like a list of, like, a regimen that we all would follow. Okay, cool. We would all follow it. And then it would be like different, hold on, y'all. It would be like different things that you could do. And there was like a very restricted diet that we would do, and it was denying your flesh, basically your fleshly desire. Fleshly desire is, I want to eat the Snickers right now, but we're on this restrictive, and restrict is the wrong word. Stuff flying around. Restrict is the wrong word, but it is the right word, because it's certain things you eat, certain things you don't. When we would do those church fasts, growing up, I really didn't have a problem eating the things on the list at the church. So like, it would be like, eat Raisin Bran with no sugar and do all these different things. And I was like, that's great. I love Raisin Bran. This ain't nothing, right? So what's interesting is, over time, just in different fasts, I did the Daniel's fast. The Daniel's fast is really what curved the way I ate as a whole, because I just noticed how much better my body felt when I did the Daniel's fast. And that was the start of me really getting into, wait a minute, let me just have some fun with this. Let me really make sure I'm putting the right foods in my body, because I feel better. But in general, this is not about the food. It's about the fact that you're denying something. So for me, I started finding other things to deny that would pain me more than me missing a meal, because me missing a meal, it may be a struggle for you. It wasn't a struggle for me. There were moments where I'm like, okay, I really want to eat that. But it was really because you told me not to, so now I want to. It wasn't a struggle. So when social media first came out, well, not first came out, but when it was like really, really, in 2011, I did a fast from social media. That was my first. I always remember the year because I remember what I was doing. So it was late 2010, actually. And I fasted from social media. And it pained me to fast from social media. Now I'll be like, holla, I don't care, forget y'all. But I love y'all. Sometimes, you just gotta get off. But that was my first time I did a fast that wasn't food. And I literally heard so clearly in my spirit. And it's because I denied a fleshly desire. So then I kind of started to have fun with it, from a sense, because it's not fun necessarily while you're doing it, but it builds this discipline. And you can just really, really hear spiritually in a way, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, you're giving your spirit, man, like you're denying fleshly things, and you're getting keener, you're getting sharper on your God gives everybody intuition. That's the holy, like, you, period, point blank. Like, everybody, no matter how big and bad you try to be, no matter how evil and hood or whatever you try to be, at the core of you, you were born good, right? And you can hear that clearly when you fast. And so anyway, I was talking to someone, and their mindset is just all on, I'm bored, so I'm filling time. well, it's something to do. No. And I was listening, laughing in my head because I'm like, it's not nothing to do. I don't want to waste time like that. That's a waste of time. And it has nothing to do with anything other than why not keep the time open to just receive more word, to receive more peace, to just chill. You don't have to fill every second with boredom things, because my mom used to tell me when I was a kid, boredom leads to a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. When you get bored, I ain't gonna tell you what I like to do when I get real bored. It's downhill, okay? So it's a no. And you just have to be really cautious and also respect when someone else around you is like fasting. Like if you see somebody saying they're not gonna eat certain things, don't tempt them to eat certain things. If you see somebody saying that they're not going to do certain things, go certain places, support their wishes and stop being the tempter. That's just inconsiderate. There are some people who are just naturally going to be the tempters. But also, if you're deciding to make a stand and abstain from something, stand on it. It was given to you, not them. So you have to know that you don't even have to announce it. Mind your business. And if there's something that comes up where you need to say, no, I'm not doing that right now, be cool. Don't make it seem like it's bad and it's like, oh my God, I'm not doing that. Like you're missing out on life. You're doing something that the average person can't do, which is have the discipline enough to not do something right now in order to hear more spiritually, in order to get clarity, in order to just hold out for what you know you're worth, right? So please understand, average minds are not going to understand it, darling. They're not, and it's not your job to convince them, okay? Your job is to stick to what you've decided. The end, and follow it through. I remember when I did the social media fast, and right after that, I was just so clear and I could hear all the moves to make. It was crazy. I was just so connected. And I could just hear, like, this is about to happen. This is it. Like, I could just hear it. And I just knew that was God. I just knew, like, okay, it was crazy. So you want to take time, guys, and really look at what fasting means to you. And tell God, like, I'm going to dedicate this time during this fast. I'm giving this up so that I can hear more from you. It's as simple as that. And then what are you giving up in what capacity? So that you're clear, so that there's no gray areas, and you just live your life, child, live your best life in the meantime. But I just wanted to just tell you guys, that was my thoughts. Don't be worried about people who don't understand what you're up to, because people are not going to understand, and it's not meant for them to understand. Next thought of the afternoon is 4:15. We have a meeting at 7:30, okay? 7:30 Central. I am going to share with you guys an opportunity to hit your health and wealth goals. If you want to do so, text this phone number. Text this phone number if you want to either join the webinar or meet up in Dallas. It's going to be tonight at 7:30. Text this number right now. I'm going to put it in the comments. It is 214-919-5443. You want to hit your health and wealth goals? Boom. There it is. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? So another thing, so fasting gives you power, period, point blank. It's going to give you power that you can't get when you need to deny the flesh. Doing so, that's why you think monks and all these other people walk around like not living. I don't even know what they do, but I'm just saying it's really kind of the same concept. They're not living this earthly life. They're not living the worldly, I won't say earth, but the worldly. They're not doing the normal things. They're denying all of the stuff so that they can just remain a channel. Okay, so I don't know about you, but if you lived any amount of time, there's always going to be more cars. There's more money. There's money. Money is like money. You're going to lose, you're going to gain. You're going to lose, you're going to gain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that much sex in the world. And some people make the sex way overrated because, you ain't even like, stop. Like, there's only so much clothes you can buy. There's only so much makeup. There's only so much stupid TV shows. There's only so much of these things. Like, what else is there? There's only so many club nights. There's only so many of these things. I know that I learned early because I used to sing in clubs. So I learned from being an entertainer in so many clubs, same thing. I could be in a different country. Once I get the mic, I literally, it's so funny how my eyes go. Same thing, different country. Same thing, different state. There is nothing new under the sun. There is no party better than I've been to celebrity parties, regular parties, seen it and done it. People are people, and everybody's trying to satisfy something in their soul. And what I'm here to tell you guys is if you want to really get connected to God, give up something for a period of time and then use your time to really focus on the word. You may just focus on one scripture. You could say, you know what? From X hour to this hour, I'm going to not do this thing. And I'm going to make sure during that time, I'm focused on the prayer of Jabez. That's actually something we could actually do. That would actually probably be absolutely amazing for everyone. But you just do, like, you pick it, pick whatever. For you, it may be food. Like for me, I'll do food fast. I just did a fast the other day. And the cleanses that I've been doing, I still, like, I commit to God so that I can follow it through, because when the desire comes for me to just eat some chips or something, if I haven't committed it to God, I'm just going to do what I want. So fasting is powerful, you guys. I want you guys to, like, spend some time figuring out what is something that I could actually give up. Let me trade some of this reality TV. Let me trade some of this Instagram scroll time for scripture, for books that feed my soul and turn my eyes and heart and mind to the word, because then you're going to be able to answer all of these things that are really your problems you created. We have all these issues in our life because we created it. It's so funny. We be tripping and it's like, you created that, not me, but okay, I'll help you with that. That's what God be saying. So the next thing that I wanted to tell you guys really quickly, I just got through hanging out with my mom and taking her to get her pedicure, and we just had some girl time. And, you know, it's just interesting. My mom has dementia, and I'm just looking at my patience level. Not that I've never, my mom, since she's been with dementia, before everybody else knew, I knew, you know, and I just was like, let me get my mind ready. So I've had a little more time than other people because they were in denial. But just the pace that we walk, you know, just being in the grocery store and trying to include my mother in what's happening. And I had a lot of things I wanted to do, but my mom, she wanted to come with me. And I wasn't going to tell her no. She was like, oh, as soon as I got to my dad's house, she was like, oh, you came to get me? I was like, you ready, girl? I didn't come to get my mom, but she wanted to come with me. So let's go, Bernice. We're going to go. So she gets dressed. She comes with me. And so I have to move way slower. But I think that was appropriate because walking through the grocery store and just spending time with mommy and practicing including her, it just brings me back to think about how many, and I look at downtown Dallas. My mom she worked downtown Dallas for, 20, 30 years. And just walking with her instead of ahead of her. And every time I move, I have to keep reminding her what we're doing because she forgets. So like even just pushing the grocery basket, I have to make sure, is it too heavy right now? Can you turn it? Because I want her to feel included. So I want her to push the basket, but if I stress her out, then she just like starts panicking because she doesn't want to say that she doesn't know how to push the basket. So I have to kind of like find her mood. And if she's up for pushing the basket, cool, push the basket. So it's just this constant, you have to be so attentive. But then what I get aware of is my mom doesn't look like she has dementia. So then people are confused because they're like, okay, y'all walking too slow. Like she's on the wrong side of the aisle, like all of this stuff. And so then it's like trying to manage my mom's emotions and her, what she can do. And, and it just makes me so appreciative. First of all, my mom did everything she could to teach us everything. She tried to pour it on us all the time. And when we was growing up, you guys, it was so stressful. It was so stressful because my mom was always making us do stuff. We had Sunday school, Tuesday school, Bible study on Thursday, rehearsals on Saturday, Sunday again. We got Sunday school plus all the other church. We had all these things. And she was always trying to teach us the characteristics of Christ, the characteristics of the kingdom, and she was always trying to make sure that I was a lady and not because I run around with a bunch of like my cousins, they're boys. So I just was hanging out with my dad, we like boxing, so it was funny because my mom was like, you can't be like that. But that's who I was. So we were always at it. But my mom was trying to let me know, like, this is the type of woman that you are. And even when my dad made my mom mad earlier, she was like, if I was a mean woman, I would just throw this at you. I said, girl, is that all you got, fam? But, today just being with my mom was interesting because you just have to, when you're with somebody with dementia, you have to include them every 2 minutes on what's going on. And I stepped away to get some vegetables. And my mom was like right there where the treadmill is. And I stepped away to get the vegetables and she somehow took her eye off of me. And so even when I'm at the vegetables, I'm like trying to yell out, hey, mommy, I'm over here. Mommy, I'm over here. And she just missed me. And then I saw the panic and she just was like standing there and she was looking and my heart broke, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. And I took her to go get a pedicure and we were in the nail shop and a lady literally, I saw her, the lady kept staring at us and she said, did you guys used to ride the bus? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I remember your mother. She was like, that's your mom. She was like, oh my God. And she could tell something was different with my mom. And so my mom just, because my mom didn't know who she was, my mom just kind of like went like this, But the lady went out of her way. She came over, she just touched my mom's hand and she said, I remember you. She was like, and you used to ride the bus and you're so sweet. And I just saw you for so many years downtown. And my mom just lit up because my mom remembers downtown very well. She remembers that part of her life. So she was just like, oh yeah, I used to ride the bus. Like she just knew that conversation. And me and the lady were talking and we just talked about how it is so simple to smile. It's so simple to speak. It's so simple to just be nice to people and acknowledge and pay attention, and what a day and what a difference you make in people's lives. And the lady, she works at Costco and she said that she quit working for attorneys downtown because she was stressed out. The attorneys were stressed out. She was stressed out, but she needed the job. So she was just freaking stressed out. And she said, forget it. So now she works at Costco. And so she was like, I just love my Costco job. No, it's not the same pay. She said, but I love greeting people. She said, and I give them a hug. She said, you see the same people each month. She said, and people begin to tell her that, when she would come in, like, man, I was hoping you were at the front door today because I needed to see your smile. And I thought about how empowering that is. I need to see your smile. Like, I need to feel your good energy. And it's like, if you could spend time just smiling and being in a good state, and just when you see people, even if they don't speak back to you, you just speak. You never know what people are going through. The average person that encountered my mom today didn't even know she had dementia. So we're hustling and we're bustling and we're busy, and she's scared. She's literally like not aware of her environment. Like when I saw the fear in my mom's eyes, I knew something was up, and I'm like, Mommy, and she's like, I didn't know where you went. And God forbid the day my mama can't remember me, y'all gonna have to pick me up off the floor. I'm not gonna be able to handle it, right? But it's just interesting how simple, being nice, smile at people, get out of your head and stop being selfish. It's not about you. You wake up and you mad about what you don't have. What do you have today? You have time. You have freedom. You got people that are still dealing with all types of slavery. You got people that are, so many people have lost someone this week. And so whatever you think you're going through, it's just never as bad. And it doesn't mean just think that your stuff is crap, but understand that if you focus on it, you're going to miss the simple joys of life. It was so beautiful to see this woman today. And excuse my emotions because y'all, I'm getting teary-eyed. But it was just so sweet. This lady took the time to go and just talk to my mom. And that meant you got to think about, I look at my mom, I guess what it really is emotion is that my mom had so many dreams. She wanted to be a writer. She wanted to be all of these things. She got in this environment that wasn't going anywhere. And she was committed to an environment that still ain't going nowhere. So that's what she committed her life to. And now she has dementia. So the books that she would have written, they're not, what are they going to be? And then the fact that my mom wrote all this stuff, I can't read her handwriting to save my life. Literally, if you say, here's $1 million, I would be like, I can't help you. Because her handwriting, she writes, looks like Chinese. I don't even know. So it's like, you don't even live fully who you are. And my mom was in an environment where it was very oppressive and controlling. And so you don't fully be who you are, So watch your environment, find a reason to be happy and to be grateful. Understand that you can change any circumstance that you're in right now. You can hear me right now and you understand what I'm saying. There's still time and there's still hope, right? But also, like my mom, she grew up in an environment also from her past as a child where she had to kind of like shrink. She was always trying to shrink, always. I saw it. Even now she does it. Even in the grocery store today, I saw her. If she's walking past somebody, if somebody walks by, my mom is like, she just starts going like this. She starts like moving out the way. And it's like, there's that saying, people have, there's so many people that walk around feeling like they're in the way, feeling invisible. Like nobody deserves to live like that. And your smile can change something. Your hug can change something. Like this meant the world to me. Like that meant the world to me. And my mom is just sitting there like, listen, it's insane. Like our life is so short. You should be trying to die empty. This lady remembered my mom just from her walking around downtown and riding the bus. But her energy, that lady knew like, okay, that's a nice woman. She watched how she dressed. She watched how consistent she was. And she can't, like, you just never know who's watching you. And you just never know how much your smile matters, how much your nice words matter, how much your energy matters. And then the best part is that if you decide to live a life like this, then when you need a hug, when you need a smile, somebody is going to literally do the same for you. It's just the way that it goes. So I'm on one, but I was just like, it's just so much, guys, that we need to release and stop worrying. People worry about so much stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, at the end of the day, seek to be a good person. Do things that light you up, you know? Do things that light you up in your soul, and stop complaining and whatever you feel like you will fail. Oh, well, even the failure is not a failure. Like, chill out and enjoy your life. Do something fun, like getting a pedicure. My mom actually enjoyed her pedicure today. I took my mom and I'm so emotional, Jesus Christ. She was getting out the car and she just kind of was like nervous and she didn't want to get a pedicure. And I know when she gets nervous, it's because she doesn't know where she is. So I just grabbed her and I'm like, Mommy, I said, you're safe. You're with me. You know, and I'm just like, it's okay. And she was like, no. And she was saying all that. And I'm like, Mommy, you're with me. You're safe. I got you. And she just kind of calmed down. And then she just kind of came to and she was like, so you gonna lock the car? And I was like, yeah, girl, we're gonna lock the car. Come on, let's go get these feet done. Like, my mom grew up where she didn't get pedicures. They didn't get manicures. They didn't get massages. They didn't have nice things just because we have so many luxuries that people didn't even freaking have just 30, 40 years ago, you know? So guys, your life is better than you think. And that's it. Your life is freaking better than you think. And it's also what you make it. So get it together and be happy and fast, because it's going to help you be more spiritually in tuned. And that's my rant for the day. Look at these comments. Facebook, what's up? What's up? Yeah, that was kind of all over the place, but whatever. It's what came out of me, and that's what's coming to you. Ricky says, amen. Yolanda Invisible. Yeah, man. Like, that just tears me up that so many women, especially in my mom's category, are walking around because they grew up in a stage where women's supposed to be quiet, women's supposed to be whatever. And like she just, you know, at some point you just kind of get beat down. Your spirit is spiritually just beat down, you know? And then you just stop going for the things that are in your heart. So I dare you guys to not stop. I dare you to keep going. I dare you to be loud and be bold. Being loud doesn't mean you're just disrespectful, know-it-all. You know, use wisdom, but go after whatever your heart says. Like, go after that and do it with urgency, because like, you just don't know what's coming tomorrow anyway. And if we all are watching this, you have the gift of time, you guys, and we can use it to accomplish so much in our lives. So do you, boo. Do you, and smile. Be nice to people. Smile at the McDonald's person. Don't go eat McDonald's, because that's not good for you. Smile at everybody that you see. I did a Facebook fast. I'm back on now. Get it, girl. Seriously, like, you know, you do your thing. As long as when you guys are doing the fast, like you dedicate the time that you would use for that to God. Like, do something that soothes your soul. Like, read books. You know what I'm saying? Read the Bible. Watch Joel Osteen or somebody. I don't know. Miles Monroe, T.D. Jakes. Use that time to get into the word, and you're going to come across something that is like what your soul is going to say. Like the Campbell soup. Good. DJ, thank you. Nalula says, this story is so touching. God bless your mommy and you and the rest. Thank you. Same to you, love. Same to you. The lifestyle of Stephanie Nicole. Hey, boo. Needed to hear this. Thank you. You're welcome. What's up, Michelle and Fabia and Nalula? You talking about your mom makes me think about my mom. Girl, I mean, it's just a journey. You know, I like to share the things with my mom because I watch you while I fast, LOL, and I get what I need every time. Thank you, Jesus. You know, I just share with my mom, because people don't know how to deal with dementia, and it's stressful. It is depressing. It's grieving. I feel like I cry all the time now. I never am a crier. Only a couple things in life I've ever cried about. Anybody who knows me, like, knows me, like, I cry about my mom all the time. it's hard, you know, it's hard for the family. And so I think that people should talk more about what are the things that you do to help that person, because no matter how much my emotions are hurt, she's worse. Seeing her in the grocery store looking lost, can you imagine what she feels in her mind? So it's never about what I feel or what you feel if you're dealing with somebody with any type of illness. It's about, can they be comfortable? Like, just deny yourself. Again, fasting is about denying your fleshly desires. So there are times when I'm tired and I just don't feel up to it. Even today, I didn't have pedicure on my plan, but I'm like, you know what, let me spend some time with my mom. And I know she needs this. So I'm just gonna like forget my plans and just do what she needs. And then she enjoyed it. And then the lady came over and just was such a blessing to us. So it's never really about us. Like, life is never really about you. As a result of helping other people, then you get to have all the things that you want. Period, point blank. Anyway, I love you guys. We have a meeting at awesome. We have a meeting at 7:30 tonight. If you want to know about health and wealth, it's another reason I'm so passionate about it, is because dementia is a degenerative disease. Like, you guys, there are so many things that we can do on our part. Let's just do our part. We can't claim that nothing can heal anything, but God can heal everything. And God made your body miraculous. And so why would you wait until you get super, super sick to start trying to be healthy, right? And then why wait until you get fired to start trying to be wealthy? Why wait until something happens, you know, to be wealthy? Like, you need both. And if you're wealthy, but you're not healthy, then you can't enjoy the wealth. So you get to have both, and we get to start working on it now. So if you guys want to know about that, hit this number, 214-919-5443. And that's it. I love you. Love you, love you, love you. If you guys want to be on the webinar, Lenitra said check 1, check 2. I did a fast a few months ago. It was so empowering, spiritually and mentally. Exactly. Like, even the cleanses that we have with my health and wellness that I'm sharing tonight, that cleanse, that's an easy way to fast too. Like, to me, it's kind of like cheating, but your body is cleaning your cells. It's not a poop cleanse. You're not going to be on the toilet. But it's getting toxins out your body. Toxins is what create the diseases, guys. Is what it keeps you holding on to that stubborn belly fat. So I'm super excited to help people be physically and financially free. We can have it all. We can have more freedom. You need multiple revenue streams. Government shutdown is the biggest prime example. You know, if you look at how you make a living now, if something, as a hairdresser, I got sick, boom, instantly I couldn't make money. The government snatched all 6 of my bank accounts. That's a wake-up call, because it was like, oh, but I have recurring revenue. If you don't have recurring revenue, this is an opportunity for you to create that. And it's the equalizer. Anybody can do it. Anybody, like, nobody's more important than anybody. Anybody can do this. And I'm just on a mission to help as many people who are just hungry and tired of the basic life. Like, I ain't basic, I ain't trying to live a basic life. Child, I can't do it. So I love you guys. Bless you. Thank you for your words of love. Moms are so important. My mom had it. Your words are from God. Thank you, Norma. Wow, on a fast today. Thank you. Truly needed this. Good. And while you're fasting, you guys, remember we talked about the other day, if you don't, my dad said, resist the devil, resist. And he didn't say the devil. He said, resist temptation, because the devil is not some red, suit wearing fool. Like, temptation, resist temptation. When you're fasting, temptation is going to come. But it becomes a game of, it's like, for me in my head, when something that I said I'm not going to do comes up, it's like, I feel like there's a button and it says resist. And you got to hit the button. When you get the urge, hit the button, resist. I need to get a resist button. Tiny, are you watching? We need a resist button. Resist. That's what we need. It's just like a game. Like, it's like, the more you resist, the easier it gets. When you first start trying to resist, it's like, it feels like hard. And then the more you resist, the easier it gets. The end. So make sure you're resisting and you're sticking to whatever you committed to. And I shall see you on another live stream, darling. In the meantime, I love you. Peace out. Oh, did I give you the number? 214-919-5443. If you want to get information about the Health and Wealth webinar, there's still time to hit your 2019 goals. Don't give up. Just start fresh. Start new. All right. Peace out.